The origin of the Hornbill Festival. Long ago, when the hills of Nagaland were still young and the forests were thick with ancient spirits, the Naga tribes lived in close harmony with nature. The people believed that every river had a soul, every mountain had a guardian, and every bird carried a message from the spirit world. Among all birds, one was considered the most sacred, the mighty Hornbill. In those days, there was a village named Lonk, hidden deep between green mountains and misty valleys. The people of Lonk were brave hunters, skilled farmers, and proud warriors. But they were also deeply respectful of nature, for they believed that disturbing nature would anger the spirits. In this village lived a young hunter named Atsu. Unlike other hunters, Atsu did not hunt for pride or fame. He hunted only when the village needed food. He was known for his kind heart and sharp eyes. His grandmother often told him, "The forest listens, child, respect it and it will protect you." One year, a terrible drought struck the hills. The rivers dried, crops failed, and animals became scarce. The villagers began to worry. The elders gathered around the sacred fire and prayed to the forest spirits, but days passed without rain. One morning, Atsu decided to go deep into the forbidden forest, a place where villagers rarely went. It was believed that powerful spirits lived there. Carrying only his spear and a small bag of rice, he entered the dark forest. After walking for hours, he heard a strange sound, a deep, echoing wingbeat. He hid behind a tree and saw the most magnificent bird he had ever seen. It was a giant hornbill with shining black and white feathers and a golden casque glowing in sunlight. But the hornbill was injured. Its wing was trapped under a fallen branch. Atsu hesitated. The elders had warned never to interfere with spirit creatures. But seeing the bird in pain, his heart could not ignore it. Slowly he approached and carefully lifted the branch. The hornbill cried out but did not attack him. He cleaned its wound using herbs his grandmother had taught him about. He stayed with the bird the entire night, protecting it from predators. At sunrise, something magical happened. The hornbill stood up, spread its wings, and suddenly transformed into a tall warrior wearing feathered ornaments and shining beads. Atsu stepped back in shock. The spirit spoke in a deep but calm voice. "I am Akumba, guardian of the sky and messenger of the forest spirits. You have shown kindness without expecting reward." Atsu bowed respectfully. Akumba continued. "Your village suffers because people in the hills have begun hunting without respect. The balance is breaking, but because of your kindness, I will help your people." The spirit told Atsu that if the villagers promised to respect nature and celebrate the bond between humans and wildlife every year, the spirits would bless the land again. Akumba gave Atsu a single hornbill feather and said, "When your people gather, wear this feather and remember that humans and nature must live as one." Then the spirit transformed back into the hornbill and flew into the sky. Atsu returned to Lonk and told the elders everything. At first, some warriors doubted him. But when Atsu showed the glowing feather, the village priest declared it a sign from the forest spirits. The villagers promised to hunt only when necessary, respect forests and animals, celebrate nature every year. They decided to hold a grand celebration after the harvest season. During the first celebration, warriors wore hornbill feathers on their headgear. Women sang songs of nature and ancestors. Drums echoed across the hills. People danced to honor the spirits and wildlife. As the festival ended, dark clouds gathered in the sky. Soon, rain poured over the hills. Rivers filled again. Crops grew strong. Animals returned to the forests. The people knew the spirits had accepted their promise. Over time, the celebration became known as the Hornbill Festival, a festival not just of one tribe but of unity among all Naga tribes. It became a time to celebrate culture, traditions, dance, music, warrior spirit, respect for nature. Elders told children that the hornbill bird was not just a bird, it was a reminder that nature gives life and must be protected. They said if humans ever forgot this lesson, the forests would fall silent and the blessings would fade. Even today, when the Hornbill Festival is celebrated in Nagaland, people remember the story of Atsu and the spirit Hornbill. The feathers worn during dances are not just decoration, they are symbols of courage, honor, and harmony with nature. And sometimes, at sunrise, villagers say they still see a giant hornbill flying across the golden sky, watching, protecting, and reminding humans to live with respect for the world around them. Moral of the story: herb nature rewards kindness and respect. Feather tradition keeps wisdom alive. Fire unity makes culture strong. For more videos, don't forget to subscribe, like the video, comment, and share.